So all is well that ends well. And Reggae Boys head coach Theodore Tapper Whitmore is back on the job with his new and improved contract. And he, Tapper, and the JFF will now live happily ever after. But you know, it was always a pity that it had to take this big public hullabaloo, almost like blocking the road to get justice. But for another local institution managed by Jamaicans to respect and reward the value and worth of another Jamaican. So while we're all happy and relieved that the dispute is over and Whitmore can now concentrate on coaching the national team, as simple as you see it, this is a potential flashpoint in Jamaican history when a man can stand up for his rights and win. And what's been disappointing to me is that so many Jamaicans were in support of the hypocrisy and the double standard that characterized the treatment of Tapper Whitmore in this matter. People either conveniently chose to forget or ignore the glaring disparity in the treatment of Whitmore compared to his foreign white counterparts, excusing it away with the cliche say the JFF don't have no money. The JFF never have money yet, but when the foreigner them come, them find the money. But when it's a local like Whitmore, all of a sudden it gone back to JFF not have no money. Anyway, all is well that ends well. Respect is due to Theodore Tapper Whitmore, national coach and now human rights activist, for standing up superbly for your rights. You have given Jamaica another stark reminder of where we are and who we are as a people. Big up Tapper Whitmore, big up.